In a world hungry for meaning, one woman's relentless pursuit of truth led her from the shadows of doubt to the radiant embrace of Christ. Her name, Edith Stein, philosopher, mystic, martyr, a Jewish intellectual who became a Catholic saint. Her story is a flame that refuses to die, even in the face of unspeakable darkness. If you've ever questioned where true wisdom lies, or wondered if love demands sacrifice, her life will pierce your soul. Stay with us. This is not just history. It's a mirror held up to every seeking heart. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Every click keeps stories like Edith's alive. Edith Stein was born into a world of books and questions. By age 14, she declared herself an atheist, convinced that logic alone held the keys to life's mysteries. Her brilliance blazed through universities, studying under the greatest minds of her time. Yet in the quiet corners of her soul, a restlessness grew. Facts could explain the stars, but not the ache in the human heart. She wrote, "The deeper I plunged into truth, the more I felt something missing." Have you ever felt that void? That silent whisper beyond reason? Edith's hunger will feel familiar. Comment below, what truths are you searching for? One night while visiting a grieving friend, Edith stumbled upon an autobiography. Not a philosopher's treatise, but the diary of a mystic, Saint Teresa of Avila. She read until dawn. When the last page turned, she whispered, "This is the truth." Not a conclusion reached by argument, but a surrender to love itself. Philosophy had brought her to the threshold, but faith flung open the door. Baptism came at a price. Her mother, a devout Jew, wept as Edith embraced Catholicism. "Why did you have to find him?" she cried. Edith's reply, "He found me." Every convert knows this tension, the joy of discovery, the sting of severed ties. Yet Edith's love for her Jewish roots deepened even as she followed Christ. She saw no contradiction, only fulfillment. "I felt the heartbeat of my people in the Eucharist," she wrote. How does faith reshape identity? Share your thoughts below. For 15 years, Edith taught, wrote, and spoke, her voice a bridge between worlds. But as Nazi shadows lengthened, her dual heritage made her a target. Colleagues urged her to flee Germany. She refused. "This cross is not meant to be escaped," she told a friend. When the Gestapo came, she walked calmly, a suitcase in hand. Inside, a prayer book and unfinished manuscripts. Her final act of scholarship? Studying the science of suffering. If Edith's courage is stirring something in you, don't let this moment fade. Share this video. Tag someone who needs her story. And if you're new here, subscribe. We're just beginning. The darkest chapters of her life hold the brightest lessons. Behind convent walls, Edith traded academic accolades for a habit and a new name. Teresa Benedicta of the Cross. Here, she discovered a paradox. Cloistered silence amplified her voice. Her writings on empathy, womanhood, and the soul became her greatest legacy. "The deeper one enters into God," she penned. "The further one reaches into the world." Ever felt pulled between action and contemplation? Edith's choice will challenge you. Yet peace didn't spare her pain. As war raged, she interceded for those who hated her. In a cell no larger than a closet, she composed her masterpiece, The Science of the Cross. Not a thesis, but a love letter to suffering. "The cross," she wrote, "is the school where hope is born." What trials are teaching you hope? Let's discuss in the comments. The cattle car reeked of fear. Edith comforted weeping children, her voice steady. "We're going for God." Witnesses reported a woman radiating calm, as if the camps held no power over her. When the gas chamber opened, she turned to her sister Rosa. "Come, we go for our people." In dying, she became what she'd always been. A bridge, a Jewish daughter, a Christian saint, a witness that love outlives tyranny. Her ashes were scattered, but her words remain. Those who cling to God become indestructible. Is that naivety or the ultimate rebellion? Comment below, could you love in the face of hate? Edith's body was destroyed on August 9th, 1942. Her legacy, unkillable. Canonized in 1998, she's now invoked by seekers, scholars, and survivors. Her feast day? The day she died, a symbol that martyrdom isn't defeat but victory. So here's the challenge she leaves us. Truth isn't just known, it's lived. It's the choice to love when logic screams revenge, to hope when darkness insists on despair. Edith's philosophy didn't end in a lecture hall. It echoed in a gas chamber. And that echo still calls us today. If Edith's fire has touched you, don't let it stop here. Tap like to honor her memory. Share this video. Someone's faith might hang on her story. And subscribe. We're lighting candles for more saints in the shadows. Comment below. What will you do with the truth Edith found? The world is waiting for your answer.